Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Davey's Analysis. In this episode, I figured we would VOD review Muzz and Looter, an OCE duo that is getting ready for the Raleigh Invitational. Well, they're not an OCE duo anymore, but they used to be. They came from Australia to NA East to compete, and they've been doing pretty well together in duos, not gonna lie. They're getting ready to play the Invitational coming up, so they wanted to get some really good practice in together, and they've been on top of the leaderboards very recently in the Elite Cups. So let's go check that out though. And there they are in 8th place. In the last week, they got 6th place cumulative in the 2 days of the Elite Cups. Not in the finals, but in the 2 days of their like qualifiers or whatever. But yeah, this is their match history. Really impressive, very consistent when they make endgame, as you can see. So we're gonna check out maybe 2 or 3 games by them. Definitely gonna check out this second with 10 kills. But I hope you guys enjoy this video. Make sure you leave a like and comment down below and comment who you want me to VOD review next. But let's get right into it. Alright, so we're gonna watch their off spawn a little bit. So it appears that Muzz is dead and they're landing shifty. And it looks like Looter's gonna clutch up with a gray Ranger shotgun. So let's check that out. It's pretty crazy that he was able to clutch with that. Okay, so this duo's fighting. He's just basically gonna third party it. Creo goes down. Unfortunately quits the game after this event. Oh my god, full boxes. This kid misses the shot, but he's lucky that he was able to kill him with the AR. So now I'm pretty sure it's just one kid left. Just gonna keep using the keg before pushing him since he's weak. He just wanted to make sure that he got the siphon from the body and that he didn't get the res off. Looter gets the card. And does he just... Oh, wow, that was so smart. So he's gonna fake the low pad. Now this kid's in his edits thinking that he's gone. Looter missing 2 shots that could have probably killed him already. Baiting with the reboot, so this guy has to pressure him and do something. Just trying to bait again. Now this kid is forced to fight him. He's full box. I'm pretty sure this is an EU kid, so he's getting like out pinged, but also Looter is just piecing him up. If this kid wants to stop fighting him, then he's just gonna stick the reboot to force him to fight, so every time. So this guy is forced to fight him. Oh my god. This kid just got clipped, bro. It's actually crazy. Looter is actually insane mechanically, and I did not know this. My first time really VODing him, but oh my god. So Looter just clutched up crazy off spawn, and now I'm gonna skip to their endgame. Alright, so somehow their loot isn't terrible, but it's still not the greatest. As you can see, their heals aren't the greatest, but they still managed to have their best game in the tournament in this endgame after a reboot. So we're gonna go check it out. I have no clue who IGLs, who leads in the endgame. I've never VODed this duo before, and I never VODed Looter before. I'm sure I've definitely VODed Muzz previously, just not recently. So they get a really good first moving pull, and it pulls up the mountain. And they have 2 pads, so I'm sure okay, they're just gonna rat it out in their old builds and then pad. They're gonna try and box fight this duo. Really good refresh on this kid that was lost. It was really free, and you could tell they have low ping the way that they're playing this duo. So really good refresh from them. They really needed it for the heals, and now their mats are doing better as well. So now they're getting ready to high pad. They're gonna want to stay elevated this endgame because of the mountain zone. Oh, can't throw a pad on enemy builds. Ooh, Looter almost dies because of that mistake. That could have been very crucial. So he's gonna land elevated so that he can just quickly heal. Good thing he has those slurpfish. Muzz is gonna play himself, get to a good spot, and then Looter's gonna try to get to him. After, he's gonna have to burn a pad to get to him. This could have went very bad, but it appears that they're gonna recover. And also, I am missing out on kills from Muzz. So he got that 1 refresh, and now lands in a pretty good spot, makes a lot of space here. Puts a kid in his cone, kills the guy that falls in his cone, and gets a really good refresh there. A little bit of cone piece. This kid's trying to fight for the loot, but he makes sure that he doesn't get the loot, and he has it all claimed. Muzz just got a really good refresh and he's doing pretty well. And now Looter's gonna finally get to him. But now, oh, and Muzz got 2 pads off that guy, I'm pretty sure. Or off one of the refreshes that he got. They do a extra short pad so they don't even glide. Risky because sometimes it bugs and you just die to fall. But it didn't bug for them, which is great. And their mats are amazing. Looter's gonna make sure he heals up. And they don't need to like greed for any kills. They're gonna have to, oh, it looks like they're gonna low pad maybe? Nah. They were thinking about it, but got too suffocated. They could have low pad it or high pad it in Storm and use the chugs, but definitely not worth it. I like Muzz not looking for kills on those kids, even though he has edits on them. I like that a lot. You gotta know when to look for kills. It's not a good time to look for kills. They need to get in zone. It's more important. So, okay, Muzz gets fried in the back, but he's gonna elevate and do a great job at that. Now they're just gonna heal up, get ready for the next pull. They get a kill on that kid that is on their edits. They have leverage over that team because that team didn't get a good pull, so they have to come to the zone towards Muzz. So good kills right there. Just having a lot of space allows you to get kills like that. Also, they were pretty shams, that team, most likely. But it looks like they take turns leading together, which is very beneficial in a duo to have like both of them being able to take over when necessary. So they're getting sprayed by 2 Chrome ARs from the floor, but since they have good ping, I'm guessing they can manage to hold and not fall. Also, it's probably not too laggy this late into the game. So since they've gotten so many refreshes, they can just pretty much tarp, and that's what they've been doing. Tarping, playing off of the tarp to get kills. And now we're looking for win condition. We're looking either for height and low, and I've noticed this duo has been looking for both. They've been looking up and they've been looking down. But it appears that the height team is very established, so they're just not going to go for height. They're going to play for low. But I love how they play for low. There's definitely a lot you can learn from this. They're not forcing low. They're taking their time to establish low by dropping to a lower layer and then fighting the low ground team, killing the low ground team, and then alphaing them off of low ground. It's a lot smarter than just dropping down on a team that's stacked trying to box fight them. Maybe taking their tops and then taking low is a way better option. So it pulls up a bit, so they're gonna have to elevate. So it's unfortunate that they didn't get a good pull for low ground right after they take it. So now the height team's dropping on them a little bit, trying to get them to drop so they can secure the win on height. And since the mats aren't the greatest from this duo, they kind of have to. But yeah, they're ahead of all these duos, so now they're just trying to look back and frag, because they're not going to be able to get the win, because they can't get height off that duo. Muzz is going to jump in, get a kill, and then die to another kid. Top 3 situation. The height team kills solo, and then they get second. So overall, that was a really good game, because they were fragging. They had 11 kills, I think, because Looter says 7, Muzz says 4. So they were really going crazy this endgame. We're going to check out one more endgame from them, but very impressive stuff from them. Except for that first moving was a little bit sloppy, but they recovered very well. Alright, so I'm not going to watch this early kill that they get, but they do get 1 kill early on. If you look at their loot, they're running both triple heal. They do have chili chugs, but no rotation items. So this is going to be interesting to watch. They're really stacked though, and they still have to rotate 2 half now. Their mats are doing pretty well. They have great heals, great ammo. It's just no rotation items, so they're going to have to reuse pads and use chilies to rotate, but it shouldn't be too difficult when they have this much chugs to reuse pads. So yep, they find a pad to reuse, very convenient. Let's see where Looter decides to land. I love how he gets in deep since he's able to and makes a lot of space in metal. And this was really good. Really good spot to land because they don't have rotation items, so they're getting a pre, and now they're gonna pre this team. And this kid is lost and he is dead. He's just running around. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know why he just didn't edit out, but good refresh for them. I don't know what that kid was doing. I guess they heard them get cracked while landing, so they wanted to pre-edit them, and they have great ping, so I mean, makes sense. But as I was saying though, I love how they choose to get in center of this zone because they don't have pads, they don't have chrome. So wherever first moving pull is, since they're center, it's going to be a good rotate for them. It's not going to be too difficult for them to manage. And right after getting that refresh, they're just going to tarp front side of them moving. So really, really, really convenient to get that kill right there. Really helps them a lot. Now they're going to go into endgame 5-5-5 pretty much. Oh, if anyone decides to land here, they're going to box them. I love some of the stuff they do in endgame. It's like 200 IQ. No one's going to land on their stairs. This, on the other hand, I feel like they went a little bit too late. And I don't like how they're running in the middle, so let's see how they're going to... Okay. Very fortunate they're not getting pumped in their back right now. A lot of kids are in the air, so that helps them a lot. But it does pull up a lot of layers. Looter got a pre-edit out, and he's trying to pre-edit through here. What a psychopath. You have plenty of mats, just chill out. They get in zone. And now they're just chilling, getting ready for next zone, not doing anything. It's really important to just not do anything before the zone start pulling, and just get ready for the zone. That is one time where you don't want to be productive, is when you're just getting ready for the zone, because getting ready for the zone is being productive itself, I guess. But yeah, the Chili Chugs get them front. They just do a little cheap tarp, and they still have amazing mats. Just looking back at all these kids that are trying to get up from the mountain that are shambles, because that zone was rough. A lot of kids died. They get a kill. I wonder if Muzz is going to go for that loot or not, because he does have Chugs. Nope. They're going to focus on dropping down layers, because it did drop down elevation. This kid gets cracked on their layer. They're going to try and jump on that, but they don't want to full just grief for it, because they might end up dying to another duo. So they just chill. They have good mats. I'm just going to tarp. Oh my gosh. Queasy could not run from Muzz and Looter right there. He was 1 HP, and you can tell there's such low ping, but they have great mechanics as well. You can't just knock them for having low ping only. But he was about to run a full edit course. Love the aggression. Oh my. Bro, what a shot. Yeah, Muzz is crazy. You can tell he's playing with confidence right here. So he just edit courses his layer, gets them to get off their layer, and then hits a 160. Wow, if that would have happened to me, oh my god, I would have been so mad. Yeah, they're playing with confidence. They still have good mats with zones that were rough like this. Looks like they're looking for maybe a lurk play on height or a duo under them. They find a solo. They kill the solo. They're getting sprayed from height. Kids are ziplining up. They're just going to build up since they have plenty of mats. These are really good mats this late in the game. Looter full boxes this kid, 200. They're finding a lot of solos to kill in this endgame because of just how scuffed it is with all these zones. I mean, these zones are really difficult to manage. And it's crazy that they're that good with refreshes that they don't even need rotation in an endgame like this. Very impressive. Oh! Muzz and Lawrence are going to phase through at the same time, but Muzz is going to hit for a lot harder than Lawrence does. Lawrence goes down. 2v2, I believe? Yep, Muzz is going to go up. Let's see how they lose this. Because I feel like, okay, Looter has no mats. So, Muzz is going to drop, make sure that he's with his duo. I feel like that was definitely the smart play, even though Muzz could get hype. Because you want to make sure that you're working together. They have plenty of chugs, so they'll win heal off, but they're probably just going to get out-matted. Muzz takes a lot of damage right there. Yeah, this is where it comes into play where having no mats really hurts you. You can't really just jump off. Okay, Muzz hits the zipline, but he's going to go down. And yeah, they got out-matted, so they should have made a play earlier for more aggression maybe on the height team. But Sphinx played it well on height, but yeah, crazy endgames from them. They play with a lot of confidence, and they're just gods with the refreshes. They're really good, really aggressive, but every time they get a refresh, they work for it. You don't just see them sitting in a box. They're either going to pre-edit a team, or they're just going to edit course, like cut a team off their layer. Like, you got to play with confidence like them. You got to work for your refreshes. They work for it every time. They're pretty creative when looking for refreshes as well, and this duo is going to be a good duo to look out for in Raleigh if they're uncontested. They are really talented, and it looks like they have a lot of chemistry together. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, And until the next one, guys, peace out.